York's only local show is back on its new home on York's only local station.
Guess who's back? Back again.
This is the Gary Sutton Show on WOYK.
I'm back.
Now, broadcasting live from WOYK's downtown York studios inside Wellspan Park, here's Gary Sutton.
And a happy pre-Super Bowl Friday morning to you. I am Gary Sutton here at 6:05. It is February the 7th, 2025. Mark McKenzie getting eager to watch the NFL's final game of the season.
Yeah, kind
here
of
this
sad.
morning.
Yeah.
A little sad, but April's not too far away when the draft comes up.
Yeah, you know, should we trade Drake May and then use that to get Shakir and what's the other guy? Turner, I think his name is. Pat. I have no idea.
Guy from Colorado.
Yes, the pass rush. The guy who's like a double threat.
Yes, plays on both sides of the ball.
Yeah. So you get a guy like
Heisman
that.
Trophy winner.
Yeah. So I don't know.
By the way, 37 degrees here today on Brooks Robinson Plaza, right here at Wellspan Park, where we broadcast live every single weekday.
TGIF.
Whether you like it or not. And speaking of awards,
First
last night,
Friday?
Josh Allen won the MVP last night, beat out Lamar Jackson, which was no surprise to me.
Cowards.
Okay, all right. I think it was DEI. I don't know. What do you think?
Yes, yeah.
And you mentioned it's First Friday here in York, right downtown here, where everybody gets down here and gets around everything lights up. You know, there's so many good restaurants and places to stop and relax and converse with your friends.
You know, most of the stations we've worked at, it's out. It's not in the middle of nowhere, but it's close to that.
Well, yeah.
So I like it down here. There's buildings and
stuff
people
around.
Yes,
man. I love it here. I love being down the city, and in fact, I'm going to go out tonight to a restaurant right here in York on First Friday nights with another couple, my wife and I, and we were looking forward to that. 6:00, we'll be up at Hamir's Indian Fusion, which is one of my favorite joints of anywhere. Just a great restaurant. So we'll be up there, and so lots of places to go in York. But take time to get down here and enjoy the city. Of course, tonight is also the opening night of YAIA playoff basketball, so we're going to be talking about that this morning. You can maybe turn my set down just a little bit. I'm a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but so we got all that going on tonight. We're going to tell you about that for the show. That sounds great. And we have question of the day today. I want to ask you a favor. Wherever you are right now, listening to my voice, and I'll ask this each hour, go to Gary Sutton Show on Facebook and go into our questions, and would you just answer them and then put a like on them? Just answer and put a like on them each day. If you can make that part of your daily habit, you brush your teeth, you have your breakfast, you go to the Gary Sutton Show on Facebook, you put a like on there after you fill out the question, and then, for heaven's sakes, tune into our show. Okay, by the way, if you are outside of our range here somewhere, you're probably listening on the website at 989woyk.com, where you can hear us live every single day. You can also text us at 833-478-4729. I already had a couple texts this morning. 833-478-4729. And you can answer this question. This is our question up today on the Gary Sutton Show at Facebook. And this is not a mirror on the wall question. It's just kind of a check. So Mark will understand what I'm doing here. What is the best thing you like about the new Gary Sutton Show on WOYK, and what do you not like? Now, be gentle on that. What do you not like? Okay, like if you say, Gary, that or Mark, we have feelings. I mean, we do. So what do you like? What's the best thing you like about the new Gary Sutton Show on WOYK, and what do you not like? And then, again, just put like on there whether you like us or not. Like, cool, right? Anyway, I'm sorry. And then I also have a fun question of the day today. What do you most watch the Super Bowl for each year? Well, that might sound really simple. The game. But I don't know that everybody does that. Like, I'm going to be watching to see how Tom Brady does. That's my mission this year. Some people want world peace. Some people want to find the Holy Grail. I want to see how good Tom Brady is on his analysis of the Super Bowl. I think the guy's brilliant. Don't get me wrong. I just don't know if he's transferred that over yet to his announcing. Now, it's his first year, in all fairness. So I'm anxious to see how well he calls this game in terms of picking it apart. And I know you spent a lot of time, Mark, on analysis. You like to do that. And I am not near the football guy you are, but I think that it'd be a lot of fun just to see how Tom Brady does this year. Maybe we'll ask that question on Monday. How did he do?
I'm going to bet that content-wise, he's going to do just fine. But he's not always. He's a little too rah-rah. He's what's his name?
I think he says the obvious sometimes. That's where I get kind of annoyed because it's like beneath him. I'm thinking Tom Brady is like on Mount Olympus in terms of knowing football. So I'm thinking if you say something like it was a team effort today,
yes. But here's his problem.
Right.
His problem is he understands it so well that it might be over your head.
Yeah.
If you saw the safety take 2 steps forward,
right,
and the cornerback went out, if he saw that, then that means it's a different kind of blitz where he's going to then change to the hot, who's going to understand that?
The key then, and this you go right to the point. The key for the great analyst is that he's able to then transfer that over into real man's language without going too far in the weeds. And that is a tough balancing act. But there are some people that do. I think Romo's actually pretty good at that kind of stuff.
I do too.
Yeah, he's much better at that than he was at being a quarterback. So, whereas Brady is the measurement by which all else goes in terms of
and that's why he was so good because he had, that photographic memory and the ability to have instant recall on things that he had seen before. It's quite a thing. And when you listen to him talk, I've seen shows where he starts breaking things down.
Right.
It's, anybody who thinks that quarterback's got to be one of the hardest jobs.
Well, the thing is, as we're sitting here talking about that briefly, that maybe people expect him to be as good an announcer right away as he was a quarterback, which is kind of an unfair thing because people assume, and having been in that business for a long time myself, I can tell you, not that I was a great quarterback or even a great basketball player because I wasn't, but people expect that if you can coach or if you can play on that level, that immediately that transfers over, and it does not. It is a much different animal altogether. So I'll be watching for that this weekend. By the way, our call-in number, Dave, if you'd like to call in, 717-846-9870. When we don't have a guest on, you can call in. That's how simple it gets. And
our first call. That's a wrong number.
Geez, nice. That was nice, huh? Or it would be like somebody that wants to get some information from you is trying to cheat you. We have a giveaway today, the Capital Region Golf Cart. If you'd like to be included in that drawing at the end of the show, just text us at 833-478-4729 for the Capital Region Golf Cart and let us know you want to have a chance at that. And I'm really interested, and I know it sounds self-serving and it's not meant to. What is the best thing you like about our new show? Especially those of you who maybe listen to our old show on another station. But what do you like about our new show here on WOYK, and what do you not like? And we're not afraid to deal with that kind of stuff. You just go to Gary Sutton Show on Facebook. Gary Sutton Show on Facebook, and make sure you like us, even if you don't. But just put a like on there, and what that helps to do is get word out around to people, and we'd like to do that. Also, tell people on your social networks to listen to the show. If you can help us out there, we are building an audience. We want you to become part of our listening family. Man, we have a great show for you today. At 7:05, we got Eugenia Pasquale, former Auditor General. We're going to talk about, is the Doge attitude wrong? Is the way they're doing it correct? And also, how do Democrats get a relevant message out again in a time when Trump seems to be dominating the message every single day? And we'll talk about John Fetterman and how he's getting criticized for his vote the other day to get Pam Bondi through, become the Attorney General. Kate Brabula is going to be with us at 7:35 this morning with a preview on the Super Bowl and also men and girls sports, and the NCAA just went along with President Trump on that. We'll tell you all about that this morning and get Kate's thought on that on Friday Morning Quarterback. At 8:05, Jim McClure, York historian and author of Never to Be Forgotten, will be here with a story about money provided for York County from the previous governor's administration, Governor Wolf. What is it doing for York County now? And he's going to lay some of that out for you. You may not know where all that's going right now. And then Darrell Henry is going to join us this morning to take a look at tonight's playoffs and tomorrow's girls' playoffs, all right here on WOYK. Don't forget to watch our podcast on WOYK on YouTube. Later in the day, they will be up there for you. So I'll tell you what, I'm breathless just thinking about all that's going on right now.
Well, and I've got a couple of things that you can learn about as well.
Okay.
We had a woman with some connection to the local area NFL owner, longest owner, I
yeah.
believe, passed away. We'll find out more about that.
And a name that we know well from Lancaster County.
Yes. Why does February have less than 30 days?
Right.
We're also going to find out whether
Conspiracy, by the way, was the Russians.
naps at work are a good thing. It's actually been studied. We've got several Super Bowl related stories around security and the Philly officials asking people to, if the Eagles win, don't do like that guy did during the championship game when the guy ended up dying. So
Right.
we also are going to find out bird flu apparently found in another animal.
Oh.
And we'll also have some tech news too. Apparently Alexa has had an upgrade.
If it's found in another animal, is it still the bird flu?
Yes, because it
mutation.
originated in birds
Right.
and now it has jumped. It jumped to some farm animal. And then a human has gotten it. I think two humans have gotten it. And now another animal has gotten it.
Oh.
Yes.
And why do you watch the Super Bowl? That was one of the questions this morning up at Gary Sutton Show on Facebook. Why do you watch the Super Bowl? And listen to what we found out. The Super Bowl is always the most watched telecast of the year by far. I mean, so obviously there are many reasons to watch, but which is your favorite reason to watch the Super Bowl? In a new poll, 30% of people said their favorite sport is, well, the game. This year, it's the Kansas City Chiefs again and the Philadelphia Eagles. 17% tune in mostly for the commercials, which in recent years have been disappointing compared to the heyday 20-ish years ago. 16% are mostly excited about on the spectacle of the halftime show. Kendrick Lamar is headlining this year. I'm pretty tingly about that myself. Not really. 2% are dorks who claim their favorite part is the announcer's commentary. This year will be Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady in the booth, with Aaron Andrews and Tom Rinaldi on the side. I think Tom Rinaldi's boring, by the way. Aaron Anderson is Aaron Andrews. And 9% of people are not sure what they like the best. The other 26% say they don't really love any of it. That's the telecast. No one is saying that they don't enjoy hovering around the snack table. As for the breakdown, women are much more likely to be interested in the halftime show and the commercials than men, not surprising. And younger adults are more likely to be excited about the halftime show. They didn't ask if anyone was primarily pumped to watch the national anthem. It's being performed this year by Grammy-winning singer Jean-Baptiste. Jean-Baptiste. So there you go. That's why people are watching. Why do you watch? You can answer that question today on The Gary Sutton Show on Facebook. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more right here on The Gary Sutton Show on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.